It's been a boring couple of months. What do y'all got?
Yeah, it's been like 50, 55 days since you arrived. What's it feel like it's been?
A little bit of a whirlwind. Not a whole lot of slow motion. Sleepless nights. Good ones and a couple bad ones, but mainly good ones. It was the first few weeks doing both jobs. It was chaotic, and then once we were done at Tulane, it was never want to lose. But I did wake up the next morning and tell my wife, like, it's nice to have one job now and really be focused on just what we're about to do here. Clearly the most important thing to me was trying to retain our best players that we could. Not going to keep them all ever. When there's a coaching change, there's going to be some change and some transition. But that part was, critical for us to have any opportunity to have success next year, I felt like. Keeping the Jaden Balls and the Jaden Woods makes coaching a lot easier. Those guys are not just really good football players, but they're the kind of guys you want to build the culture around because of how they carry themselves. And then adding from the portal, the acquisition side, and then man, just been ripping and running with starting the offseason phase of what this team's going to look like, and then 2027, 2028 recruiting. We had about 50 guys on campus today, so it's been busy. And then putting the staff together, that's kind of like old news now. But it's been good, man. Been fired up about the direction we're headed. There's still some major areas of concern that I have on this roster, but we got to develop everybody we got to be their best and try to get this football team ready.
Those 5 guys, you talked about the top 5 guys, going 5 for 5, and then was there some sort of thread key to getting all 5 of them back?
They were all a little different, I think Miles Graham, I felt like, was probably the quickest to be back, right? It helps when you're a legacy and your dad was a Gator. But VB3 similar-ish, right? Dallas a little trickier. I felt like everybody was kind of trying to pick at him. Never went in the portal. Did an in-home visit with Jaden Ball on Christmas Eve with my whole family. That was unique. I don't think I've ever done an in-home visit with a current player that's not in the portal, that's on your team. I've never done an in-home visit on Christmas Eve. So we had my wife, my kids, my mom. My mom's dog was with us. We took the whole family. Spent about an hour and a half there. Great family, man. His parents, Corey and Whitney, they were pivotal in the whole deal. Jaden's a great kid. Really, really kind of a no-nonsense, low-maintenance kind of guy. Sometimes that kind of personality, when you go through that process, can be confusing because you're like, all right, what's the contact look like? And he doesn't love to talk on the phone or text. He just likes to play football, and he's a great kid. And then Jaden Woods, it was, went in the portal, took a visit. We survived the visit. We did an in-home visit with him, too. Flew up there to Kansas City to see his family. Man, great people. His got an awesome dad that we got to meet, and then his grandparents, complete rock stars, man. And so for me being new, those visits, while they were maybe a little bit anxiety-filled because you don't know what's going to happen on the other side, I really felt fortunate to be able to go sit in their houses because a lot of these guys I didn't recruit out of high school, right? And so for me to be able to get in their homes and eat a dinner with them or eat a breakfast with them or do whatever kind of felt like recruiting a high school guy all over. And I'm grateful those guys stayed. I'm grateful a lot of guys stayed. Yeah. There's a lot of guys that stayed that I think give us a shot to have an opportunity to have success.
What's your thoughts on the portal class in terms of addressing needs, and maybe you're even consulting with Dave Caldwell on that in terms of like what areas you were able to address?
Yeah, Dave's been a blessing for me. As a head football coach, there's a lot of things you're juggling. I'm still making roster decisions, right? So it's not like I'm like, Dave, you go get the players and I'll just coach them. Yeah. I'm ridiculously involved in every player we take, and I'm not just going, do whatever you want. But what Dave does, it allows me to really maybe focus on the top guys that we're pursuing and maybe get our list whittled down from maybe 100 guys to 10 guys. So I watch 10, and then I kind of maybe from there evaluate who we really want to prioritize. So Dave's been very helpful for me. He's been great to work with. He's been a pleasure to work with. He's got great insight, tremendous experience, really low ego, high output guy, man. So really like working with Dave every day. That's been huge. And then the portal class, you never really fully know until you go through spring practice and get in the season. I think we had some areas of need that we maybe fulfilled. I think we had some areas of need where we got to figure out where we at, and you never really know. I think the unsure part is, the thing I'll say, like when I was at Tulane my first year, we went through the spring, and I realized, hey, we need to go get a couple more corners. We went and got Jonathan Edwards from Indiana State and Micah Robinson from Furman, and they're both playing the NFL right now. But those guys were added in April or May. We don't have the luxury of that second window now, so that's a little bit more daunting because you don't get a chance. I'm not going to have any opportunity to watch this team practice and go correct in the second portal. We just got to go watch them practice and then try to fix it or make somebody better or maybe move guys around. So that's a little bit more unnerving. I wouldn't be upset as a first-year head coach if we had the second portal window. I used it to my benefit the last job I was at. I would be okay if they gave us an emergency second portal window in May to make sure after spring ball I knew what we had.
Why Philo?
I think Buster had extreme confidence in him. As I did my homework, I think the place he was at, they didn't want him to leave. There's a lot of people there that felt like he was ready to be the starter there. And I trust our offensive coordinator to make the call. And I watched him in high school as well. He carries himself the right way. I go back to past experiences. He started Darian Mensah in my first year at Tulane, and he'd never taken a collegiate snap. Now, I got it. There's the American Conference, not the SEC, right? So they're a little bit different. But, man, if you got the right guy, sometimes I think experience can be oversold. There's a lot of guys that are experienced that aren't very good. And so I believe in what he's about because Buster, feels comfortable with him and has confidence in what he's going to be. And I think Trammell, I'm excited about. I like our quarterback room. Is there maybe a known, proven starter in that room? No. Is there guys I think can help us win football games here? Yeah. Now we got a lot of work to do to figure out what that looks like and who's the starter and all that stuff. Long way from making that decision, but they'll make it for us. The quarterback competition, they decide who starts, not me, by how they practice and how they play.
Early feedback on winter workouts, and what do you want Rusty to instill right now with this team?
Yeah, toughness, confidence, discipline, accountability, grit. Just the mindset we're going to work hard. We're never going to back down anything we ever do. We're going to put them through some things that they have not experienced, and they already have seen some of that. Like it's going to be real. It's going to be live. Like you want to have some fun. Maybe come sit in the back lot behind our fence at 5:50 in the morning or 6 in the morning this Wednesday. See how that comes.
And any intentionality behind the guys not wearing logos? It looks like
You got to earn it. You got to earn the logo, man. Like, we ain't earned it yet. We ain't earned a damn thing. Like, all we've got is our name. We're going to put our freaking name on every day, all right? And so to wear the Florida Gator logo, to wear the Gators across your helmet and script, or to wear the Gator head, man, you got to earn that.
That's an urban thing.
Last one.
He did that when you first got here.
That doesn't surprise me. I didn't know that, but that doesn't surprise me. I know a lot about urban. We hadn't talked about that, but
How soon can they earn it back?
I hadn't thought about that. I just want to see them work their ass off.
Is this sustainable, the way college football is going right now? I know that's a big picture question, but I mean, it's just been lunacy and just the amounts of money that
Is what sustainable, like my health or what?
I mean that. Your sanity.
Yeah, my hair not being totally gray yet, or yeah, maybe. I mean, look, college football is a great product. People are still watching it at a really high level. There's some parts of it that may or may not be sustainable. We need all the resources we can get. We need everybody pulling the rope the same direction. Florida victorious, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without them. Man, I'm a pretty good football coach. I'm a better coach. We got great players. We got to continue to be able to attract great players. Keeping your great players as well. The resources you have to have nowadays, it does look different. There's always been payment, right? Now it's just legal.
Thank you.